Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone to this live stream where a very special match is taking place between two of India's finest talents, Pranav V versus Praggnanandhaa. And the first game has begun. It is 10 minutes plus 5-second increment. Pranav is playing with the white pieces, Praggnanandhaa with black, and off we go. E4, E5, knight F3, knight C6, bishop B5, A6. The guys, what's the name of this opening? Is anyone there in the chat? Can you hear me well? If you can hear me, please let me know. What's the name of this opening? Yes, Ajaya VB, you are right. It is Rui Lopez. He goes bishop A4, bishop C5 by Pragg. So Pragg goes for this line which he has played before, C3, knight E7. And the knights defend each other, but he's not attacking the central pawn here on E4. D4, ED, CD, just a second guys. ED, CD, bishop B4, bishop D2. I hope my sound is better now. This is all theory. Bishop takes, knight takes, D5, castles. And actually there are two moves here. I think even taking is the main line here. Take, and you can take with the queen or take with the knight. Slow mode is at 60 seconds, too much. I'm going to make it 10 seconds. So D5, castles, DE, knight E4, short castle, H3, bishop F5. So Pragg has attacked this knight. Pranav plays rook E1, H6, rook C1, bishop takes E4, rook takes E4, and queen to D6 played. And this is the position right now. Pranav seems to have started off with a very nice position. Vivaswan Damle says happy birthday to Vishy. Yes, today is the 53rd birthday of the legend of Indian chess, Vishwanathan Anand, and we are all very, very elated about the same. So Queen D6 played, and how should White continue? Is the question here. You can see both Pranav and Pragg sitting opposite each other. This tournament is taking place in Tel Aviv, Israel. A3 played. Can anyone tell me what is the idea of A3 in this position? Why A3? Rook D8, so quickly played by Pragg, putting pressure on the D4 pawn. Yes, magnificent Nigash, you are right. B4, Soumik Banerjee, you are right. Rachit, Shakil Ahmed, Harsh Podar, he want to prevent knight B4 to D5. Very correctly spotted. Also, you see now, he's going queen to C2. He's putting pressure here. And maybe at a later date, he wants to play b4. That is his plan. White looks definitely for choice here, mainly because if you move this knight, which is a juicy square, you're losing a pawn here, and you can't move this knight any to a good square because this is hanging, and the knight has no good squares to go to. So Pragg goes queen f6, but it's also not so easy for white to make progress. Like for example, if white plays naturally knight e5, he is losing his d4 pawn. So what's the move that comes to your mind here, guys? What is the move that you would play in such a position? Also, we can have a look at how both the players look here. Look at this. They are sitting opposite each other, but they are playing over a screen. And that's how it is. Both of them born in the same year. No, actually Pranav is 1 year younger to Pragg. Pragg is born in 2005 and Pranav is born in 2006. The moves that many of you are suggesting, let me see what are the moves that are being suggested here. Some of the moves that are suggested are bishop takes c6. I highly doubt this move, bishop c6, because look, you don't want to give up your bishop. After knight takes, the knight, this knight and this knight are like having the same role. You know, they are looking at each other, they are treading on each other's toes. But when you take it, what happens is that one knight is gone. Now the other knight is happy on c6. So this is not a good way to play. The other move which was recommended was rook e1. Aman Dokania and Roshni Keni. You are right. Rook c e1. In fact, rook c1 by Aman. Well done. That is the correct move here. So rook c e1 played on the board here. And now Pragg still has to figure out how is he going to come out of this pressure here and here. Not easy. Where is Pranav from? Pranav is from Tamil Nadu. He also lives in Chennai. Rachit says that the d pawn is hanging. Rachit, when? Here? Here you can't take, right? Because if you take, Pragg goes rook d6. Ajaya says rook d7. Possible move. But you can't take this pawn, that is clear, because after take, rook takes, your oh, if I take, yeah, this is hanging, so you are piece down. So rook d6 is with the idea of further putting pressure here. Also, very importantly, what Pragg is doing is he's preparing knight d5, because now after bishop c6 he can take with the rook and the structure is not spoiled. So how will Pranav now continue the pressure in the position? Okay, let's think a little bit. It's a critical moment, because imagine if Pragg gets rook d8, knight d5, all of these moves. Okay, first of all, rook d8 and knight d5 is a blunder. Let me just show you why. Suppose you go b4, okay, which is not a good move. Knight f5 is good. Rook d8. Let's say you play h4 just as a sake of argument, and knight d5. This is a huge blunder. Why? I want to get this thing. I want pressure on d5. I want my knight on d5, but it's a big blunder. Why is this a big blunder? I think they play on Chess24, Rahul Vishwakarma. This is an event by Play Magnus Group. So it is, they would be playing on Chess24. Yes, absolutely. It's a back rank mate and excellently spotted by many of you here. Fantastic job. Rook e8 is the correct answer, and it is game over after rook e8. Right answer by Aditya, Saumik, Kush, Bru, Abhikyan, Gattu, Shivam, Vikram, Maharishi, and Ajay VB. Well done, guys. Excellent job. Okay. So going back here to this board now, what did Pranav do after rook d6? Pranav played a very interesting move, knight e5. Wow, did not see that coming. Did not see that coming, but I get the point now. Firstly, if knight takes d4, why is this a big mistake? What is the reason? Can anyone in the chat tell me? It's not easy. What does Pranav have in his mind if black takes this pawn? Because if you take, he wants to take back with the rook. Why is this a bad move? Knight takes d4. Yes, Rachit, the winner would get a spot in next year's CCT next season, I think. But already it seems like Pranav will have it because he has won Challengers Chess Tour. Saumik, you have a good idea, which is to take and play knight d7. But maybe he'll just take it back, rook d7. And then you take back with the bishop, it's around equal. But the right move, and very rightly spotted by so many of you. Fantastic job by Magnificent Nigash, Mysterious, Dark Eye, Shaurya, Dream Chaser, Agam, Ujwal, Tejas, Himanshu, and Mr. Brew is queen takes c7. And if you notice this position carefully, you will realize that there are too many threats. One is knight g4 to attack e7. Second is knight d7, and this rook is also soft. So let's say if I try to defend it this way, I try to defend all my pieces, knight d7 fork is very strong, and so you can't protect everything that's happening here, which is the reason why Pranav would be winning if we go for that line. So taking this very seriously, Prag goes for the move b5, which is the correct move in the position, hitting the bishop, and now bishop b3 was played. Another possibility was to go knight g4 here, attacking this queen, and then playing bishop b3, because now I think this gives him a chance to take on d4 with the knight, but actually he takes with the rook. Oh my god. Okay, very interesting, because now if you take, he wants to take with the knight, but Pranav has a very strong move here, guys. Can you spot it? White to play. How many of you very sharp here? Prag has just taken on d4, your chance to actually put Prag under pressure. Jaideep, if you play knight d7, he will take it back, right? Rook d7. It's a very important moment in the game. If you go knight g4, which looks good, you must consider, no, not rook e4, this is a check. So knight g4 is a very interesting possibility. But then queen d6, I think, and the knight is well defended here with the queen and the knight. It's a tough move. If you're saying after the rook capture, take, and knight d7, but then here there is a very strong move prepared by Prag, which is attacking here, and also saving the queen d6. And he'll take this knight, and this is hanging. So that's a very nice trap prepared by Praggnanandhaa. The move that has to be found here, and which I think not many have been able to find. Most of you want to take on c6. I get it. But after rook takes e4, you are not going to win material. If rook knight e7, there is rook e7 or rook e7. And if you were to take, say, queen e4, I have knight c6. And that is better. So knight takes c6 is not winning material. The move actually here is the very sharp knight takes f7, which is not played by Pranav. Pranav has not gone for it. He has played the move knight g4. on the board, but knight f7, he's played this move, and this gives Pragg a good position after queen d6. We were talking about this move, and many of you did talk about it, did write about it. Knight f7 has been mentioned by Himanshu, Hote, Ujwal, Mr. Brew, Abhigyan, Tejas, Chess, and Gattu. So the point is, now 2-3 moves have to be thought of. Let's say if he takes with the rook, this is already not so good because of a very important move here, which is, try to think, what is the move that is very strong? No, if you take with the bishop, I take back, and black is doing okay. Or even king takes should be fine. Magnificent Nigash, you are right. Rook e6. Soumik Banerjee hitting here and here. So let's say I go queen g5. Now rook takes c6. And you will notice that this is in trouble. And if you take knight takes c6, then already rook e8 is a checkmate. Nothing less, nothing more. So if he takes after knight f7 rook e4, then you have knight g5 check, right? Let's say if I play rooks here, bishop c4 looks, queen h7 is a mate, so the rook can't move. Very important. King h8, and now knight e4. And I think white is better here in this situation. He will have the c5 square. But Pranav did not find this kind of complicated idea. He went knight g4, and Pragg had to play queen d6 here, which was the best move. I think Pragg would have been a little bit afraid of this rook e6 idea, which Pranav might have prepared. Pranav is very sharp in these tactical things. Rook e6. And the problem is now the queen is hanging, knight is hanging, there's a disco coming up, and all of these problems. So that's the reason why Pragg said, let me go to g5. But now a very strong move could be rook 4 e3, threatening rook g3. And some things there. It's not an easy move to make because you are down a pawn. So he takes, knight takes, queen takes c7, and he's telling Pragg that, look, if you take here, I will take back on e7, and it's an equal position. But Pragg says, nothing doing. I'm going knight g6. Your bishop is still hanging. And I think I have a better position here with my knight coming to f4, knight h4, my knight already in the center. Of course, Pragg is the favorite in this match for sure. I don't have any doubts. He's the higher rated player. He's also stronger. He has more experience. But it's a great opportunity for Pranav to play. And bishop a2 has been played. h5, that is a very powerful move. And I think Pranav seems to have missed this. Because if you move the knight, there is knight. Let's just see. Knight here, what's the problem? Let's see how many in the chat can find this move, which Pranav may have missed. He seems to have missed this move. After h5, he is in big trouble. Absolutely right. This is the move that was played. Knight f3, correct move. And Soumik, Aniket, Jaideep, Ujwal, Neetu, Shobhit, Gupta, RVG, Dakshesh, and Aryan, knight f3 check, and you lose the rook. So that's the reason why this was not played. What was done in the game was that after h5, queen c3 was played. And the point is that if you take here, I want to take the knight. But can Praggnanandhaa find the best move in the position for black now? It's not so easy. But look, the knight is already loose. You're going to lose the knight. It cannot move to e3 because there's a check. It cannot move to e5 because you'll just lose. It can go to h2. But here's the trick. Pragg needs to find this classy move rook d8, which he does. Wow. And the point is, after knight h2, there is no knight f3 check. But Pragg can go knight f4, threatening a mate on g2. And if you play the move g3, why is this a big problem? Anyone? Anyone? Very easy. Very easy. Yes. Knight e2 check, rook e2, knight e2 check, and he loses the queen. So that's a big problem there. So here rook e4 was played by Pranav, and now the best move was to play knight hg4, rook d4, rook d4, queen d4, gh3, threatening a mate here, and black is completely better. However, Pragg didn't go for it. Pragg muddies the water further with knight f4, threatening a big fork here. But now king h2 is a classy move. In fact, instead, Pranav goes knight queen e3, but after takes, what was on his mind? He plays bishop takes. But bishop takes, what he wants to do is that if king takes, he wants to play rook f4 with a check. But Pragg goes king h7. Pranav goes king h2. But now, guys, Pragg is a piece up. He can just play knight d e2. But he finds knight f3, which is an even stronger move. What a move found by Praggnanandhaa here. Amazing chess. Pawn takes. Now gh3, and there's no way to stop mate on g2. Wow. What an amazing finale that was. There's no way to stop mate on g2, and the game is over. Knight f3, gh3, and Pranav has resigned there. Praggnanandhaa has scored a win, and there you see everything in slow motion. Pranav taking off his headset, Pranav drinking his, Praggnanandhaa drinking his water. He does not have his bottle here, and they leave the hall. Wow, what a great move that was. I mean, this is the kind of games I think we'll see when Pranav and Pragg are playing, because both of them are they are so tactical in nature that it's very difficult to sort of control them tactically. But let me just put up the score here so that you guys can. I think the match is today. There are two, if I'm not wrong, two rapid games and two blitz games, but I have to confirm this. If anyone can just confirm the format for me, what is the format of this event, that would be great. I can also figure out. By the way, 1-0. So just to recap this game, what happened was that after rook c e1, Pranav had pressure on Pragg, but after rook d6, knight e5, in came the move b5, bishop b3 takes. Here he had to find knight f7. This was a very important strike. It was a very important move, and it was a beautiful move actually, because take and rook e6, not an easy move to find. Taking here and then a mate. It's a very important moment. Yeah, two rapids, two blitz. That is what is the right. I think on their website Chess24 they have mentioned 3 rapid games, but actually I think it's 2 rapids and 2 blitz today, then again 2 rapids and 2 blitz tomorrow. Mukund says the way Pragg untangled and transition to attack was insane. I agree, because here he's still under a lot of pressure. I was surprised that the engines recommend the move rook 4 e3. It's not an easy move to find actually. I don't even know what is the big threat here. It's not so simple to find a move like this. Maybe some idea could be knight e5, rook e5, then this is hanging. That could be one of the plans. But okay, this is very natural. take this, knight g6. And now Pranav kept it tricky by finding no, first bishop a2 was perhaps the mistake. If he played queen c3, I think he would have been okay. But he went bishop a2, h5, found by Pragg, good move. Now you can't move the knight because there's a fork, so had to go back. Then knight rook d8 was a very accurate move, rook e4. And I think now Pragg had to take, but instead he played knight f4. And this was an important moment. If Pranav found king h2, he would have been in the game, because now there's no knight e2 fork here. And if you play hg, there's rook d4, queen d4, gh3, and now you have g3, just keeping everything secure. Queen e3 was the big mistake, because now, okay, he tried for some tricks, but what a nice finish this was. Knight f3. I really loved how Pragg found this. gf, gf, and mate. There's no way to... If you take this guy here... actually, one second. Okay. How do you finish this now? No, sorry. He took gh, not gf. That's why it could not... Yeah, gf was not correct, because there was queen f3. gh was played. How do you finish this? I mean, how do you save this? There's no way to stop this. You can't. Wow. So a very interesting game comes to an end. Brel Gibra says, Sagar, who do you think will dominate format-wise among Indian teams? I don't know. I think everyone has their own strengths. In fact, this is a very big match, I would say, for Pranav to get to play Pragg. And also, I remember that when Pranav was very young, he was very talented, 2006 born. Pragg is 2005 born. And then I think Pragg had become an IM at the age of 10 years and 10 months. And Pranav was trying to achieve it. In fact, till 1 year ago, 2021 June, Pranav's rating was 2350 in classical, or maybe 23 something, 2320. And in the last 1.5 years, he has pumped it up to 2570 or 80. And you know, it was a very there were few tournaments that he played amazingly well, got his GM norms, he finished his IM title. Very big talent. And he had slowed down in the middle period in his career, but he's just taken off like anything, and now he's very, very powerful. In fact, he put Pragg under quite some pressure in this game. Remember, in one of, I think it was June 21, we had given the YouTube memberships to Pranav. So you guys have played a role in his growth, and that's why he managed to go to Serbia, where he scored his second GM norm. We had him on stream with his father from Serbia, if you remember. I think the World Cup was going on perhaps during that time. Why is he not in Waka then? Yes, actually, very soon maybe he would be considered for Westbridge Anand Chess Academy as well, because he is one of the big talents. Will G says, Sagar, Pragg has slowed down too. He has been almost same rating for more than a year. No, I don't. Maybe classically, yes, but you can't say that they have slowed down because they are improving a lot. He won the Asian Championship, which is a big result, I would say. You also have to look at the performances, not just rating. He has been playing very well online. So Chetan Tripathi says, help chess ka kya hua? Why? We are regularly helping youngsters through help chess, through all the funds that are collected. In fact, we have supported this young boy called Muhammad Imran, who is 2009 born, for a laptop recently. We are also supporting few other players constantly. In fact, Pranav himself needs some support for World Rapid and Blitz. There is also many other players who are in need of support. So we are using the funds that have been collected through YouTube memberships, through Help Chess, to help many young talents, and all of that is mentioned on our Help Chess website, um, and we will continue to do so. Tushar Call says, to be honest, still haven't recovered from Nihal's performance. True, true. He played so well, and you may say that Nihal has slowed down a bit in his chess as well. Through, if you look at his classical rating, only because he was 2650 in 2021 mid, and in the last 1 year he has only gained one and a half, some 20 low points or something. But that's not how it is. He has been playing great in online chess. He has also won the gold at the Olympiad, which is a big thing, on board number 2, I think. Yeah. Debajyoti Chaudhary says, received my Chesspa book for nephew, chess set t-shirt with name. All are awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Debajyoti. I hope you like them. And if you have any pictures or something, please do post on Instagram tagging ChessBase India. It would be nice to share them. Prajwal says, do you not feel Arvind and Mitrava should be getting these opportunities? I do feel that Arvind and Mitrabha both are very talented. In fact, uh, Mitrabha is maybe younger than Arvind by a couple of years. And I think Pranav got this opportunity by winning the Challengers Chess Tour. And I think you need those breakthroughs. And Pranav has managed to do that. Mitrabha and Arvind need to create those things for themselves. They are playing at the World Rapid and Blitz, both of them. And I think if you finish in the top like what Mitrabha did last year, and maybe he's able to repeat that performance, people will take notice of that for sure. Yes, there will be Champions Chess Tour next season. Chess 24 chess.com merger, I think, is happening, but still it will Champions Chess Tour, I don't think will stop. I'm eating some kind of a laddu which is inside an aluminium foil, but very difficult to eat. Anime Vibe says, I feel like Nihal is super good, but I think he needs more work on his openings. Do you agree? I feel Nihal has become more serious about his chess in general, and he's working on it. And I think there comes a phase in the life of every chess player when they start taking things more seriously. And like, he was in Kolkata, and he was talking to us, and he was asking about how to make sure that his heart rate is more stable. How will he does he need to do exercises and all of that? And these are some of the things which someone who is very serious about chess would think about, and I think Nihal is definitely doing that. Raymond NG, yes, Prag is not playing in World Rapid and Blitz. I tried to actually tell him to play, and I thought him playing would be amazing because it's such an important and great event. But I think for now he's focused on classical chess more, and he's preparing for Vaikanze, which is coming up. So maybe that's the main reason why he's not playing. But I would have been very happy if he would have played World Rapid and Blitz. Will you cover chess boxing match today? No, I don't think I have, but we'll try to keep an eye on it. I think today is what, Lawrence Trent's game? Who's playing? Dead Zone Gamer, if you are a beginner, just play some simple openings like center control, e4, put your knight on f3, get your bishop out, castle. I think the Italian game is very good. Bring your knight out to c3, put your bishop out, connect your rooks. Just play simple chess and from there take it forward. Lawrence versus Aman is today. Okay, got it. Sagar Chess Ambernath says Waka is great initiative. Other GMs in other parts of India should start like that. Say Maharashtra, what say? Yes, it is, but it takes a lot of effort. It also needs sponsors backing, like Westbridge is doing, and also Vichy is taking a lot of effort there. And I think, yeah, in every state, some top player, like for example, let's say in Tamil Nadu, you can say in some way there are very good trainers. So are in Maharashtra, West Bengal. I think training academy is more stable work, a stable way of doing coaching. Because if you start something like a Westbridge Anand Chess Academy, it's like more like a fellowship program. It's not like you are doing it to create your own students as such. You're just imparting that additional edge to the students, which helps them to go to the top. So everyone needs their trainer of their own plus Waka. And I think doing it for a lower level is not easy to do that. Nihal Aditya will play, I think, later this month when he will take on the winner of Hikaru and Levon. By the way, guys, did you check the recent video that I posted today of Nihal and Hikaru? Uh, that final moments, last 3 minutes of their game. It was crazy game because I think Nihal just managed to completely outplay Hikaru in that time trouble. It was very interesting. Travel with Nikhil Roshan. Sorry, Sagar bhai, couldn't manage to visit you. Left early for Lonavala. Visit ChessBase Club on 13th at 5 p.m. Hope I get to meet you. On 13th of when? On January 13th. Is okay. 14th then is Vishy. I think he has planned some tournaments, but they are not yet finalized. What is he playing next year? Siddharth Trivedi says, which movie did you see lately? I think there was this one movie called Stutz that I saw. Um, there was some movie called Goodbye, which was interesting. A lot of death related stuff in it, and was nice to sort of have that sort of perspective. 13th December 23, but travel with Nikhil Roshan, that is not a Saturday. I am traveling to World Rapid and Blitz, yes. Ravi Nagpuria, it was Nihal versus Hikaru that I posted just a few minutes ago on our channel. Next game will start in maybe, I think, 10 minutes or so. One second, yeah, I'll just be back in a second. Till the next game starts, should I play one game? Let's see. I haven't played online much recently, especially unable to find some time to play some serious chess. Serious in the sense just practice. So let's play a 3+0. And let's see if I can get that here. Just fixing it. Well, maybe in adjusting this, I have lost some time, but should be fine now. C4, C5. Okay, knight C3. G6, let's go D4. Takes. E4. We are now in the accelerated dragon territory. Bishop E2. A6, castles. Bishop E3. I have a very solid center now, very nicely placed pieces. I like my position in general. Knight C6. Okay, rook C1. Seems fine. BD7, maybe F3. Just keeping things secure and safe. Also possible to just bring my knight back to C2. That was also something that could have been tried. Rook C8. Okay, maybe Queen D2 makes a lot of sense. Next, maybe B3 is what I want to do. Queen A5. Okay, B3. Be next, Rook D1. Yeah, this is the Maroczy bind here that I have. And also time-wise, I have recovered a bit of time. There are always some tricks of knight d5 where if he takes, there is knight e7 if the knight is not there on c6. So I should keep that in mind if such possibilities do exist. Okay, he's thinking quite a bit. Rook d8, rook d1 looks good. Next, maybe knight d5, but knight d5 just exchanges a lot. Takes, and b5, and I've gained nothing. So I should be careful when I play that. But now knight d5 makes a lot of sense. In fact, I don't know what is his plan. Okay, not so simple. Not so simple. Knight d5, I think I should go for it. Because, look, takes. Now I take with the rook. I didn't go, yeah, king f8. But now, what I do have is knight b6. I'm attacking his rook and his bishop. Rook c7 looks normal. Rook b8, okay. I'm going to take his bishop pair here, firstly. And now this is important. I think this is good. I'll take this and push c5. Just attacking this pawn. I like my position because d5, I think I can just snatch this pawn. Also can take and get this passer. So that's another thing. So maybe a5 makes a lot of sense here, but then I take here and take on c6. So c5 is a very strong move positionally. Yeah, take. Take on d6, take on d6, knight takes, rook takes. Maybe slight, at least I am not worse here. I mean, I'm clearly better for sure, but how much we have to see. This conversion is never easy. King e8. Okay, let's say I go after this pawn now. Why not? Bishop c3 he had. But what about bishop b6? Think I am winning the pawn. Then I'll be 2 pawns up. I'll be better for sure. Rook c8. Okay, now let's not rush into it because take. But I think I should be fine. Take. Oh, check, I did not notice. Oh, I didn't see this. Oh my goodness. Am I in big trouble? No, not really. Or I am. Bishop e1, bishop c3. Check. Oh. Got trapped into his trick. But oh, I'm winning on time. Nice. Take king here. Rook c1, king e3. Oh, bishop d4. e5. I think I'll be able to win on time here. Check. That was ugly. That was ugly. Very bad. Very bad. Very bad. Oh. Maybe we can analyze this a bit and try to see where I could have improved. I just missed this BD4 back check. Okay, let's see where we could have done better and see where we could have. So the opening went well, I think. Till here, I think I was slightly better. Knight e8, and now I went knight d5. King f8, I like this decision overall. And this was a good decision, and I think this phase of the game I played very well. Take, king f1. Here I played this. Bishop c3. Maybe a good idea was just to go king f2 and improve my position. I went here. Oh, I missed this. That was the reason why king f1 was important. Guys, what did I miss here? Yes, exactly. I would have just lost this and this. That would have been terrible. So he was not alert. He played this. And now I blundered. So it was like a mutual blunder. King f2 was now better for me. But I played this. He gave a check. And now he's winning. Okay. Let's do one more game. I think by that time they will be back. Oops, not 1+0. Sorry. I want to play 3+0. Yeah, knight f6. Let me adjust the screen so that everything is proper. Time and all can be seen well. c4. Let's do Benko. It's my old love. He just doesn't care. Okay, all good. So CD looks good. Knight c6. Take. Let's be sharp. G6. Okay, d6 looks fine. Bishop g7. Castles. Bishop e3. Okay, I want to go rook b8. Maybe I'll start with queen a5. Very similar to last game. h3, rook b8. There are some tactical possibilities which should not be underestimated, like take, take, and take. I think it should work. Should we do that? Let's go for it. I think it works. So take, knight takes. I can't take here because queen is hanging. Rook c1, knight c3. So now I have what? No, come on. This is just 2 pawns down. Why are you playing this way? Just over. I mean, not over, but it's bad. Okay, conversion is the thing which should be done carefully. Now, I don't want to mess up in converting this. Take is good. Come back with my bishop so that I can attack this. Also nicely defending my e7 pawn. c5. I think I can win a pawn. Another pawn. Why not? But why not even just make this solid? Ah, there we have Pranav coming back on the board. Nice. So let me win this quickly and then we can go to Pranav's game. He wants to come here. But I don't see the... Firstly, why not d4? That looks good because d4... Yeah, I like d4. If he takes, I'll go rook d8. Bishop h6. Fine. Rook d8. Oh, just 59 seconds. Oof. But this is hanging now. I'm a bit rusty in conversion right now, but I'll improve. Don't worry. Queen c4. Okay. What about queen c3? Just trading off the queens. Looks strong. Take. Also, I have g5 kind of trapping the bishop. And how should I convert after take rook c1? Ah, he goes queen a4. But that just allows my pawn to advance forward. Or I can just take one more pawn. Why not? Rook b7. Okay, d3. I don't see why this. Bishop d2, queen c2. He can play queen a5, hitting my rook. Yeah, that was a good move. Let's save this rook somehow. Rook f8 maybe. Rook a7. Rook b8. I know I'm winning, but have to tread carefully. Maybe one move king g7 if I can get in would be nice. Yeah, this is a good time to just play this move. c7, let's go in here. What? Okay, take. Queen h5. Maybe queen b2 was good. g5. One second. Where did I go wrong? So d4, everything looks good here. Prag is back, by the way. Takes g6, d6, bishop e2, castles, queen a5. I think rook b2 was nice. Yeah, that was the best move. Nice, good find. But this was a mistake. Take. c5, d5, all good. Queen a2 was simpler. I tried this. This was also fine. Maybe just bishop c3. Yeah, I can work on my conversion a bit more, especially when playing on stream. It's a little bit tricky. Yeah, this was a good move by him. Rook e7. And this allowed. Okay, guys, let's go back to the heroes of the day. Pranav versus Pragg. They are back. d4, knight f6, c4, e6, knight f3 by Pragg. Okay, b6, Queen's Indian, a3 played. a3 is known as the Petrosian Kasparov variation. a3, bishop a6, queen c2, and now one way of playing is c5. Yeah, bishop b7, knight c3, c5. Actually, not knight c3. The move is g3. But he goes. So there's this pawn sacrifice line: g3, c5, d5, ed, cd, knight d5, bishop g2, and played this way. But he goes first knight c3, c5, and now Pragg plays e4. cd, knight d4, knight c6, knight takes, bishop f4. Okay, I'm a bit surprised with the way in which Pragg has played this opening, but I think this is theory. Bishop f4, d6. And now, guys, what is Pragg going to do here? Come on, quickly. Before Pragg makes his move, it's an aggressive move. Let's go for it. Yes, Rakshit, you are right. Let's see how many of you. Shweta Mittal, Apurva Kamble, maybe e5, just d, that doesn't look so good. But yes, Long Castle, all those who have mentioned Long Castle here, fantastic job. The right answer has been mentioned by Rakshit, Shweta, Chess for Fun, Not YouTuber, Chinmay, Persevere, Harshit, and Krishna Gupta. The point is that now, Pragg did play it. No, Pragg is still thinking. He hasn't played it. Look at this. Look at Pragg. How focused he is. Nice. And this is the other view that we have where you can see the players. This is Pranav. Just getting ready for the fight. It's going to be a tense game. He's already 1 point behind in the match, so he must make a comeback. Not YouTuber. He did Long Castle. The thing is, in everything in life, you want to maximize your possibilities, right? Rook d1 means that yes, you are attacking here, which is a good move, but then you still have to make your king safe with bishop e2 castle. But with Long Castle, what you're doing is that you're coming even one step closer to the connection of the rook. The only thing which has to be assessed is whether your king is going to be weak here. But Pragg feels that after king b1, his king is safe. Also, the threat now is that after bishop e7, you can just push e5. And you can't take because your queen would hang. So, very specifically, if black had bishop e7, castle, queen c7, a6, some position like that, maybe the king would be weak. But here with no time left, this is not going to work out. He goes queen c7. I can already see one tactic boiling up, but I don't think it works. Do you see that tactic, guys? Yes, knight d5 is what I was thinking. He plays f3, very solid, yeah, very solid, very nice move by Pragg. And actually, he is preparing g4, h4, just play on the king side. But I was wondering if knight d5 is possible. And my point is that if you take with the pawn, I want to take cd, and your queen is pinned here. If you play rook c8, I will take d takes c6, queen takes c6. And now, guys, how many of you can find a very nice move here? Very classy move. Black to play, white to play. What do you do? Yes, a fantastic answers by all of you, and I think very quick to notice this possibility of bishop b5. Chess for fun. Apurva, Persevere, Shweta, Karthik, Prasanna, Fail Again, Sai Arvind, Rakshit, and 8D Sears. Here you can't take, it's a pin. If you take here, you lose your rook. So some possibilities of knight d5. In fact, the engine does think knight d5 is a very possible move. So not at all a bad idea there. Also thinking if we can. There's Pragg. Okay, so f3 was played, and then he went rook c8. Makes sense. And here's a very nice tactic that was actually mentioned by some of you, which is c5. Now, the point is, if you take dc, you lose the queen, right? You must take here. But here's the key point, and I think Pragg hasn't seen that. White has a very good move. Rahul Vishwakarma says BB5 was the easy one mover, but how to find knight d5? It's you always remember, Rahul, that whenever there is, it's a common trick. Whenever this is the position and something on the c file is like this, often it's not a queen but a rook. You can go knight d5, it clears this up, and you are able to get it. It happens a lot in Maroczy bind positions. Yes, here the move that I was looking for was knight b5. And my point here is that I'm attacking the queen and the pawn. If you take, which you must, I take, you go knight d7. I was thinking if you can do like bd6, bd6, rook d6, queen d6, rook d1. Then you have queen f4, king b1, and at least short castle. That does it. But maybe queen a4. And if bishop e7, now the same trick takes, and e5, and very strong. Wow. So yeah, there were these tricks here with c5 that were possible, but Pragg goes for king b1, very solid. Yeah, bd6, bd6, e5 directly would also have been possible. Chess for fun, I think. Take here, knight b5, here, knight d7, take e5. I think short castle here looks good. And if you play this, there is knight e5. and if you take with the pawn, then queen b7, and somehow black is in the game. So it was right to start with queen a4 and then go for this line. But okay, coming back now, c5 is one idea. Again, it's a pattern to remember. So if you go knight b5, he takes, you have to take with the pawn, and then there's trouble here. So you first block it and then you go knight b5. King b1, bishop e7, g4, knight d7, good move. h4, knight e5 played by Pranav, attacking f3, bishop e2, a6, bishop e3 played, and now Pranav goes bishop d7. I was thinking if there's another plan like b5, because look, this move is always what you are looking for. When your opponent has the Maroczy bind with pawns on c4 and e4, what are the breaks that black is looking for? Can anyone tell me? What is the move that black should try for? Yes, chess for fun, you are right. Shweta Mittal. There are three breaks that black is trying for. One is b5, other is d5, and the third one is f5 to break the hold. So if you get b5, you should be very happy. And the reason why you're getting this is because after cb, you don't take with the pawn because it allows knight b5, but you rather take with the bishop. And you can't take with the knight because c2 is hanging, so you must take with the bishop. Pawn takes, and now this is again pinned, and you get the break that you want, which actually lessens the grip in the center, and later you can even try for d5 break. So very successful black strategy against Maroczy is to go for breaks like b5 and d5. Okay, coming back now, bishop e3, bishop d7, and now Pragg plays this move, queen b3. It does look slightly artificial for sure. And also the point is that he is attacking. But what is Pragg's point here? What is he thinking here? That is also a question. If I take here, take, either you take the queen and take the pawn, or you directly take, but after take, I go castles. I think that's what I want to do. Black has just a fantastic position. In fact, I think black is just clearly for preference. I'll go rook b8, rook c8, rooks down the open file. Looking great. Pragg has just not played the opening so well. See, for example, I take here, take here, take here, take here, take here, take here. I mean, what have you gained as black, as white? You gain nothing. I just castle, I go rook b8. Looks so much nice. I mean, I don't need to castle also. You can find some better moves. Oh, this happened. Everything that we said happened. He took on c4, bishop takes. Actually, Pragg could have, and you know, this was a lazy move, queen b3, I feel. He could have calculated rook c1. And the point is that if you play knight c4 now, bishop takes, queen takes, this position is very risky. Because now what happens is that this is a big problem. I want to play queen d2, but you go queen b3. And so I should start with queen d1, stopping this. Queen does not have any squares on any other files. And next move, I'm going knight d5. And this is again a typical idea. When you give the c4 pawn and the queen comes in, often the queen is in trouble. And now knight d5 coming up, white is better. So Prag's idea with queen b3 was slightly, I would say, lazy. Allows take, 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 take. Oh, no, this didn't happen. He took here. Rook takes, bishop b6, h5. Very interesting move played by Pranav. And then what happened was he went g5. Pranav finds f6, gf, gf. Fantastic play by black. He has the bishop pair. He also has the central majority. Bishop a5. Okay, now Pranav has to somehow figure out a way to continue. He goes king f7. Good move. Bishop b4, putting pressure on d6. Rook c6 back. Knight e2. Okay. Prag wants to play knight d4 or knight f4. Looking here, here, here. These are the ideas. What are the bishops currently doing for black? Nothing. But imagine if we take off the rooks. Just one move f5 and the h4 pawn is gone. So, you know, long term black has huge possibilities. I wouldn't say advantage, but huge possibilities. Rook b8 played. Another possibility here was to play e5. Now, this is a move that you should play very carefully because yes, you stop knight d4 and knight f4, but you are weakening knight d5 square. But the main point is that after bishop e6, knight d5, you take, and this reminds us of the very famous Ivanchuk Anand game, whereby you will get a successful f5, and then later on your passers will be very strong, even rook g8. So that being said, he goes rook b8, rook d2. I think somewhere Pranav must think of e5. This e5 and f5. That is the concept for black. When to do it is the timing. Deepak Singh, before any two, how is e5? But Deepak Singh, if you play here e5 at some point, then the knight will just jump to d5. So playing it when it is on e2 is a good idea, because then in order to exploit the d5 weakness, knight will again have to spend a move. No, position is not at all easy for black, but I think black's opening has gone well for him. A5. Well, Pranav, you know, this is the thing about Pranav. He loves tactics. Even in position which is like has an endgame nature, he's just playing tactically. What is his plan? Let's try to think. Bishop A5. Can anyone tell me what is he thinking about here in this situation? Why did he give up a pawn? What is the reason? Why did he? Okay, d5 followed by bishop a3. Okay, let's try d5. Very interesting chess. If you now take, because you can't take bishop a3, your rook is hanging, so you will take back, correct? And wow, I can't believe that Pranav actually went for this. He did play d5. Now, what makes this decision very crazy is that, you know, he had so many other possibilities like rook g8 coming in here, but he chose the most sharp line, the sharpest way to play. But I like this. Okay, it's very direct. It just opens up it just opens up everything. Okay, now let's think. Take. Can we do this? This looks wrong for sure. This looks terrible. Bishop e6. Now my bishop is active. The bishop is taking this pawn. So let's say rook h5, bishop a3, bishop c3. How about take, and here should be okay. Yeah, take here. Check. You want to go take here, but then there comes, sorry, this check, and then I win this rook. So careful, bishop f5 or bishop something, and I think this should be a draw. Like if you take here, I'll take here, equal. But look at what Pragg did. Pragg got a little bit worried, huh? He went bishop b4. And I think this is what Pranav is able to do with Pragg. He's able to get him a bit worried. Take. And Pragg must take on d5. 1 minute 20 seconds for Pragg, 3 minutes 26 seconds for Pranav. I think this will happen. Take, and now this is hanging and this is hanging. Here, and the same, similar to what we saw, but now this won't work, right? Because after take and take, there's no rook hanging at b8. So rook on b6. So this line is slightly better. Oh, he goes knight g3. Wow. Pragg has just given Pranav a huge chance here. But let's see if Pranav can find it. Because Pranav is good at these tactical tricks. But this is very tough. It's also very tough to imagine that there are tactical possibilities here. I think what what Pragg says is that you can't take because your bishop is hanging. But what is the best move for black? Black to play. Guys, find what is black's best move. Wow, Shweta Mittal, you were very quick to see it. Well done. Karthik d4. Interesting, but you will lose h5. Are you okay with it? This is a very powerful move that many of you spotted. But one of the reasons that you guys saw it very quickly is because you guys were told something exists here. Will Pranav find it? But anyway, it's a great thing. Shweta, Divam, Krishna, Osama, Alpha, Harshit, Tushar, Geeta, Rostrek, and Grey Ninja. Will Pranav find it? Is the question. And he has paused for quite a while. He isn't making his move. But if he sees rook c3, no, he plays d4. He plays d4, which is maybe the second best move here. But rook c3 was very strong, attacking f3. If you take here, I take here, and already black is winning such a position. If you take here, I'll go e5. I have knight is sort of trapped. But knight h5 played by Pragg, e5 by Pranav. Sharp endgame once again. Idea is maybe bishop e6, rook a6. The rooks will come fourth. Rook g1. He wants to come in here. Bishop e6. And Pranav is a fantastic blitz player, so he shouldn't have too much trouble in time pressure. Look at Pragg's time. He's down to 12 seconds. He's definitely feeling the heat here. Rook c2. I think a good decision to get some pieces off the board. But there is a possibility now to maybe, like, let's say rook c2, king c2, bishop b3 check, king d3, bishop c4 check, king c2. bishop b3 check, and then you repeat, and I think that could be a draw. I think Pragg should be fine with a draw because he's already leading the match with 1 point. Oh, he plays bishop c4. Tricky Pranav. Threatening bishop d3. King c1, isn't that good? King c1, d3. I think playing with Pranav, you need to be on top of your tactical game. I think rook a6 also should be considered, but then Pragg maybe has king d2. Rook a6 played, okay. King d2 maybe. That seems like the most. He goes check. King e6. 10 seconds for Pragg. 1 minute. King e6 actually seems like a mistake, huh? Oof. Because of rook c7. And the bishop is almost trapped here. So he finds the best move, king f8. Wow. I mean, I would have. Now, check. So the difference here, guys, is that if you played king e6, rook c7, check, king d2, bishop a6, rook c6 is a mate. Nothing less, nothing more. While if you go king f8, rook c7, check, king d2, bishop a6, there's no mate. That's the main thing. Pranav down to 33 seconds. Pragg has 10 seconds. The game is slowly spiraling out of control. This is what happens when two ambitious players play against each other. Normally, someone would have agreed to a draw by now, but rook a4, Pragg takes another pawn. d3 has to make use of his trump card. And now if rook c3, there is problems with check and take on b2. So, oh, he goes knight at 7. Is Pragg already thinking of draws? King e8 forced, because if king g8, rook g2 is game over. King e8 found by Pranav. What about check again? But king d8, what is the problem if you go king d8? That is a problem. Rook d7 check. King here and rook takes d3. Oh, and the bishop is pinned. So he must go king f8. And the players are now agreeing to a draw, it seems to me. Yes, I think Pragg is okay with a draw, and a draw has been agreed. Wow. What a match. What a game that was. Vedant Arekar says, loving this exuberant play from both of these youngsters. I agree with you. It was a very complicated game. Pranav getting up and Pragg still analyzing the game. He's not happy with the result, but I think he should be happy because throughout the game, if someone was under pressure, it was Pragg. And Pranav played really well after the opening phase where he was slightly worse. He found all the best moves. And you can see there Pragg sitting on the table thinking about what he could have done better. He's one of those guys who's always, looking for improvements everywhere. Where could he have done better? Pranav played very well. Very entertaining game. Very tactical game. And I loved how Pranav took his chances to play a5 here. It's not an easy move to play. And then d5. But that's just the kind of player he is. He just likes to take his chances. And here, if he had found rook c3, he could have put Pragg under some serious pressure. And the thing is, if you go rook f1, bishop b5 hits it. And then I'm already threatening all sorts of things. And if you play rook f2, that's just too passive also. Bishop b5, bishop d3, many problems. So, score is 1.5-half. And we will be back with, I think now it's blitz time, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, maybe you can play queen b7 and...
1 second, I'm just trying to figure out the...
4, let's say.
format of this? Can't find it. One more round of rapid, is that true? I think so. It's a bit confusing. One more round of rapid, or do they go to blitz? Not sure. I think next one will start at 10:30 now. Okay, meanwhile, let me go and let's play some blitz. No, I don't think Kugan, not that Nathan, that is the format. The format is different here. Okay, let's go and play some blitz. I think 3+2 suits me better than 3+0, but let's play anyway 3+0. Shall we play e4? I'm not a very big e4 fan, but we'll play e4. And I'm going to play one line which is my favorite. I learned it when I was very young. Queen g4. And it's not the best line, I think. Very stupid, silly line, but it has its points. Bishop d3. f5. Okay, interesting. I think f5 is a good move. I'll keep it's an interesting knight. Okay. Castles. Rook e1. So the point of this entire opening is that you keep this overprotected. Knight d2. a3. And you're not in a hurry to win this pawn. You want to go b4, bishop b2. Oh, the way he's doing it is not so good. I think I should be better now. Knight b3, take here. Himank says there'll be one more game of rapid from 10:30. Okay, thank you, Himank. I trust you. And then what? What next after that, Himank? Do they play blitz today? A5 seems like a good idea. I think I'll take this. Knight takes. He wants to come here. Let's take this guy. And now, important move, guys. Look at this. This is important of the entire strategy. H4. I want to go H5. He will come knight C4. Then what next? No plan. I'll go H5. Let's go H5. Knight H8. What next? Actually, for me also to make progress is not so simple. You need to speed up a bit. Where should my knight go? Okay, knight. Maybe this is not a good idea. It's also hanging. Why am I so slow? Okay, rook a2 with the idea of rook here. Looks bad, but what the hell? Take, take. I don't know why. Before. Generally, I don't play so slow. But yeah, let's. I need to create some play here on this point. But how? Bishop a6, h6, knight g5. Just trying to, speed up things because otherwise I'm in big trouble. Oh, but d2 is hanging, but a6 is hanging. But yeah, somehow. Just made it fully messy here. Takes. Now a3 is hanging. I mean, I can take, but take here. Knight e4 looks good. Queen c1. Take this. Well, this helps me. Take. Oh, this is risky, guys. Take this. No, wait. Take. This should work in my favor somehow. What? Oof. I didn't see that move coming. I was thinking, okay, I think I was better somewhere, but then got into big trouble. Rook. This was okay. This, I think I got a good position here. Maybe, yeah, small edge. A5. Took. Bishop takes. Maybe bishop b5 is what I should have done. Yeah, here I couldn't figure out what to do. Maybe. And then I did get a good position. This was horrible. This was maybe the best move, but I didn't see all the consequences. Queen d2 was another move here. I should have played queen d2. That was simpler. Here again, I think I'm better. Oh yes, this is how to win. Rook c1. But how does this work? You have to find bishop. Oh, I'm trapping the queen itself. Wow. Queen is getting trapped. I was thinking of some back rank ideas like take here and then mate somewhere, but I didn't see the queen was getting trapped. Nice. Yeah, this was a good move, fine. And then I lost. Okay. Let's go to the next game. This time I will play faster and win. Let's play d4. The move that I have played almost my entire life. Knight f3. c5. Okay, d5. Knight c3. e5, e4. Let's keep it simple. Castles. Knight e1. Knight d3. I'll just try to improve my knight. And then go a3, b4. This seems like a good plan generally in such positions. Okay, b4. b6. Okay, bishop e3. I like my position. a4. I'm going here, attacking there. I think he's just busted out of the opening. No, many ways to win now. Take. How should I win this pawn? Maybe take with the bishop. He wants to take with the, maybe take this. Rook b1 next. Okay, this one I should not let him escape. Isn't this time queen trapped? Queen? Free queen. What? Free queen. Guys, I'll trap the queen. Don't worry. Rook b1. We'll do it in style, okay? Knight b7. And now bishop b6. Queen trap. But okay, I agree that was a better way to win the queen. Things, when you get easily, you don't take it, then video. Guys, please. I'd seen that I'll be able to trap the queen after a few moves. Okay, I'm getting a bit tense now, but I think I should be able to hold, sort of win this. Exchange. When ahead in material exchange, get the rook on the 7th when you can. d3, okay. g4, let's get this bishop out. What? I think I'll take this guy. This is juicier. Unless I can't stop the pawn or what? I can. Rook here. Wait. Careful, okay. Take this. I think I have it under control. take this, check, and then queen d4 just should win. I mean, many ways to win, but this is safe. Okay, take this, king here, okay, d6, d7. I should have taken it. Okay, I don't want to analyze this game. Let's play one more. Let's play the best game that you guys will be proud of. Let's play c6. What? e5, bishop f5, d4, e6, bishop d3. I'm ready to take. Knight e7, check. This is a very good idea by the what? Okay, thank you for the trade. I think I can play this. Take. Okay. Knight a6, wanting to take here. Sorry, wanting to take here. Thank you. This is just equal, or maybe yeah, equalish position. This is a nice move by him, by the way. I think I should take. Or another nice idea could be, hey, how about knight d3? Let's do castle, long castle. Rook c1. Okay, but now I have d4. Is that what? Oh, I have knight d3 as well. Let's go knight d3 and let's win his bishop, important bishop, and let's push. I like my position now. And also I have the idea of g5, g4. Now next, rook c2. Let's go bishop e7. Idea g5. Very smart move. Knight e4 is a good move by him. I'll stop with h6. But I can go for this g5 because take what g4, that looks so weakening, but it could be a genius move. Should I continue? How about d3? Rook d1, maybe bishop here. And now knight d4 looks good. Okay, knight g5. Do I have some kind of a mating attack? Check. My intuition says I should have something here, but you know, my intuition may not be the best. Okay, let's push. King f3. Knight d4 was better, but my only chance now is to sort of checkmate him. f4. Well, I did manage to put some pressure on him for sure, but I think I could take this king c7. I don't have time. मार दो, जाओ 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 जल्दी. Queen, queen, queen. What did I miss this time? No, see, this was fine position. I think long castle was great. Knight d3 was also fine. Knight b4 I had. b4, rook c2. Okay, this was a great position by the way. I think f5, with g5, and g4 was a good move. Yeah, here he started to get better. Knight f7. I think, yeah, this would he would have won directly. This was bad. Here I got some play. Okay. Till they come back. Now I'm on a player mode. Sorry. Take g3, bishop e7, knight b6, rook e8. This is a nice way to play. I think one move here is okay. Bishop f8 seems fine. b5, knight d4, bishop g4. Knight d2. Okay. I think this is hanging. Let's go queen c8. The idea is bishop h3, also defending this. Typical plans. I don't know if knight e2, anything of that sort was existing there. Okay. Bishop h3. I think he'll go bishop h1. Now, how do we create? Let's do this interesting idea. a6. So my plan is that if he takes, I want to take with the rook and then swing this rook over. But okay, he didn't take. AB. Take on a1. Can't take with the queen. There is knight c2. 3. c6 maybe. I know it's a bit weakening, but I like this Pranav way of playing chess, where you don't care about positional chess, you're just looking for tactics. Queen b1. Okay, fine. Queen c7, knight e4. See, he's trying to play positionally, but I am inspired by Pranav. So I'm going to play c5. I hope I'm not. Yeah, I think it's fine. If I get a chance, I want to play. Okay, he goes e3. Knight c6 maybe. Then go knight b4. Again, very Pranav like. 1 minute. He has 1 minute 52. Okay, go. Knight b4. His idea is if I play this, he wants to take here. Fine. I don't know what to play to defend that pawn. Knight a4 maybe, but then queen b5. Queen b5 is just too strong. He didn't find it. Queen a7. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna lose this. Knight b4 next. This knight f6 followed by bishop c6. It's just over. He takes here. But this doesn't this give me take c6. Let's roll the dice and see what happens. I think here a6, maybe a6. Nice move actually. Take h6. Should have waited. Take c6. Not bad. Queen b1. Okay, Pranav is here. Queen c7, knight e4, c5. Okay, I had to find knight d7 here. Knight a4. No, in the end, I thought it was queen c8 check he will play, so I just plundered it. Yeah, knight f6 was best. What sort of. Oh. Guys, there's a beautiful move here. Can you see it? Black to play. Yes, Karthik, very good. Soumik Banerjee, very good. Oh, if I would have found this, I would have been so amazed. Knight c3. The idea is if you take mate. Wow. This was too much, yeah. I think he got scared because of, but this was winning for him. especially because here there is this block again. Okay, even this, and I think now I had some. Oh my god, I played this. There was a mate. Okay, anyway, guys, I will improve. There's only one way from here to improve, upwards. Let's go to the next game. Hmm. I do play better over the board, it seems, when I go to the club and all. But E4 played by Pranav. E5, but where is Prag? Prag we don't see on the screen. They've already started. Without Prag. Moves are being made, but Prag is not there. Where is Prag? Okay, video is a bit lagging, it seems. Okay, Bishop B5, C3. One more game of 10 plus 5. Mr. India Prag. Okay, H3 played. Bishop D7. Knight F1. ED. Okay. By the way, there will be one more game of rapid from 10:30. There will be 3 rounds of rapid tomorrow as well. Okay. Then on 13 there will be a total of 8 blitz game. Got it. Okay. So 3-3. Tomorrow there will be another. So for Pranav, this becomes an important game to equalize. I think the scores are carried forward. I don't think it's like the same score will be taken forward. But what a move by Prag here. He's gone D5. I don't know if this is his prep. It seems like it. Let's go quickly to our ChessBase 17 board and try to see if this was prep. So, how was the opening, by the way? No, the opening went Bishop B5. Okay, the same stuff. Oh, last game he had gone D4. Okay, let's have a look now how many times this has been played before. So E4, E5, Knight F3, Knight C6, Bishop E5, A6, Bishop A4, Bishop C5, C3, Knight E7. Now castles he played. Knight G6, D4, Bishop back, 6, Bishop E3, castles, Knight BD2, D6. Okay, this has been played 41 times before. Nihal is played at a lot. Key 1. And now Prag after Rook E1, Knight BD2, D6, not Rook E1. He went H. Acha, rook e1, king h8 happened. H3 also happened. So this is played how many? Look at this already. It has been played 32 times. 37. Knight f1. Vaishali has played with Lagno. Okay, so that is Pragg would have great knowledge here. And Vaishali had gone queen e8, but Pragg seems to have some improvement. ED, CD, and d5. Oh, there are two games. This is some latest Maya Open, and this is Suwalki Varakomska. Darpan has played it. Oh, Darpan Inani, India's top, one of the top visually impaired chess players. D5, okay. And then Pranav did go knight g3. This was okay. First new move, good. We gained a lot of opening knowledge. Let's go back to the game. Knight g3, de. Knight e7, and now he could have just brought his bishop back here, but Pranav went knight c3. Okay, my simple question is, what's your plan if I take? You take with the queen, I blockade with knight d5. You want queen b3 maybe, putting pressure here and here, right? Yeah, that's the best move. So chess for fun, f6 was played mainly because bishop g5. How do you meet it otherwise? So it's not like he wanted to do it, and it feels like this pawn, if you were back here, would have been better for black. With this square does seem a little softer. Rook e8. Pragg seems to be doing very well out of the opening now, because yeah, queen b3 attacks here. What if I play b5? Uh, what about b5? Is that possible? Yeah, it's possible. It's one of the best moves. What does white do? I think this game Pranav has to play very carefully, because he has got no opening edge, and Pragg is did Pragg no Pragg went rook b8. I think it's that, the difference between rook b8 and b5, guys, is that, let's say black goes b5, white is able to often hit here, and then it's a very tough situation. Like when you take, then a6 pawn becomes weak. If you don't take, b5 is weak. So what Pragg says, I don't want to overextend, I'll just defend it for now. He goes knight d5. This is now Pranav, typical Pranav style, yeah. He's creating play in the position. Okay, one question is, what about c6? That's his plan. If you take here, I'll take here, hit your rook. If you take here, I'll play intermezzo with take and then take back. So let's see what Pragg responds. I think c6 is what seems like a good move, but maybe Pragg won't do it because he anyway wants to go knight f4. Yeah, Pranav's knight wreckeras is d5 possible here, right? Knight wrecker. I think e3 would hang, right? So d5, knight e3 takes, pawn takes, there's bishop. So you can't do that. Oh, he did go c6 or what? No. He went queen d6, first taking control of the f4 square. Now, c6 can be a big move. Okay, as white, what would you play? Let's think. Should we go knight f4? No, that doesn't look. That's a free piece. Uh, my knight on d5 is right now not under pressure. Should I go g4? G4 looks a bit weakening to be honest. Um, I can't even see a move here for white. It's a position where, guys, do you see a move for white? What should white do? Queen c4 maybe, then c6. G3, Rahul says. Yeah, Rahul, G3, I'm a bit worried about knight G3. Just taking. Knight C3 back just for fun, but then why did you play knight D5? Ajay says BD3. Where Ajay? BD3. There's no BD bishop here. Rook D3. Oof. Possible. Possible. But let's think like Pranav. How does Pranav think generally? He thinks tactically. Rook C1 says Lingesh. Lingesh, that's an interesting move, Rook C1. What do you want to do to C6 then? And your D4 pawn can get a bit soft. You have to park your knight on B6. Think about tactical way. Sahil, Saint, everyone wants to go Rook C1. I understand that's a logical move. BD2 he played. You know, there was this very nice move, and I think Pranav would have really loved it. Knight E5. Crazy chess. Even after looking at it for a bit, it's difficult to understand, but I think you get the point, right? Because now I'm threatening check here. So you have to chop this knight, but if you take, I have D. Look at this. This is hanging. You can't save both. So tactics are there everywhere. You know, even in this position where we couldn't see it. We thought, oh, we have to go Rook C1, and Pranav also played BD2. There is this tactical move. And why does it happen? It happens because some piece is not defended, is loose. Take and take. And then you win this bishop. Your rook opens up. Your knight suddenly starts making a lot of sense on d5. BD2. Okay, I think what Pranav wants to do is go bishop b4, which is fine. He takes on e1. Also have another view. Let's try for another view of this game, which should be fun to see. 1 second. Rook e1 he took with the bishop. Okay, fine. You guys, you tell me which view you like more. Okay, I'll put it up. Give me a second. This view right now or this one? First one, old one, previous, first one, first one, first one. Board is too small. Okay, everyone likes the first one better. Fine. Nice. Well, often there's always like, oh, I like this, I like that. But sometimes it's like clear, yeah, that this is not good. Queen d7 played by Pragg. Still wondering if white can try for something here. Maybe knight should move back, but there is pressure. He goes queen c4. Hmm. He is attacking c7, although the pawn may not be taken. Like if you take with the queen, your knight hangs. If you take with the knight, rook c8, bishop a5, and b6. Yeah, that should be fine. He goes c6. Knight c3. I like b5 now, just pushing the queen back. But you are not getting c5 easily because the rook is defended and the rook attacks the queen. So pushing the pawn to c5 is not easy. I like my knight on g6 now. It can go to f4. It's a b5, queen b3, knight f4. How many games are there? This is the last one for today. There are 3 more tomorrow. And then there are blitz games. 8 blitz games on the final day. Pranav, I don't think he wants d5. But if he gets it, he would be happy, I think. Yeah, I guess b5 is good by Pragg. Queen d3 or queen b3? I think queen d3. Then rook d8. Let's say you go d5. And now I go c5. And I go c4 and I have this nice diagonal queenside majority. Looks good. All good. Gaming with Vishnu says recently bought your chessboard and pieces were great and good quality. Thank you, Vishnu. Vishnu, that's great to know. He goes queen b3. And now knight d4. Okay, let's calculate. Knight d4. He will take back knight d4. You take back with your bishop. Now this is a pin, but how do you take advantage of it? Knight e2. How do I save it? c5. How do I put more pressure? Bishop c3. How do I defend further? Rook d8. But then knight d4. Pawn takes, rook takes. Should be good. Yeah. I think that should work well, right? So knight d4. Knight d4. I'm just trying to calculate. Knight e2, c5. exactly what we calculated. Yeah. Now here and then take, and take, or you can take with the knight as well, and you get back the pawn. Good. Good. He took. This happened. This happened. This happened. Wow. This has happened. Everything that we thought has happened. Now, Pranav should not lose this game for sure. It's equal, but he has to tread carefully. Prag also should be careful. There is this idea, not an easy one to see. Rook b6. So if you take here, I can first pin you. But Prag goes rook e8. Okay, this gives Pranav some chances now. Okay, firstly, I can take, correct? Because my knight is hanging. I don't want to give you a free knight, so I'll take. You will take back. And now I will take with the rook. Amrita bringing one food item after another. First she gave me buttermilk, then now she's brought dragon fruit. Okay, he takes with the knight, and Prag is thinking, wow, is Pranav going to get some edge? Rook takes, good move. Rook e1 check looks tempting, but I can take with the bishop, then you'll take the rook. So I'll go king h2. You can go queen c7, and then I go g3. You go queen d7. Oh, sorry, queen b7, but there's mate, so can't do that. Ha! Not ice cream, Sagar Samparnath. Ice cream is not to be eaten. Too old to eat ice creams. Check, okay. King h2. No need to take this guy. Our rook is superior. But then you must be okay with this little move g3 and say to yourself, fine. And I think what will happen next is that this is hanging, so you have to go back. And now with white, you have like queen coming into the center of the board. You have the d5. So maybe a small edge. Pranav taking his time here. He is thinking, oh, he takes on e1. Takes. He does this. It's said that the knight and queen coordinate better with each other than queen and bishop, because the bishop can move like a queen, but the knight does not move like a queen. So, they both have different powers with each other when they combine. But here, there's no specific weakness. Like, if I make just one move, black is totally better after g4. Because then knight can jump here, all these weaknesses. Okay, Prag went queen e6, threatening a mate. Pranav went queen e6, threatening a mate. Prag went h6. Now bishop c3. Now a6 is hanging. But this can become a sharp endgame. Although it's equal, we have seen that a lot depends on the players, and these two are fighters, so they will not steer the game into sterile equality. They will fight. Now queen takes a6 can be taken. Krish Arora says, why not bishop e1 queen d4? Yeah, Krish, that was possible. Your move was queen c3 here. It's not a bad idea. Like take, and this bishop versus knight endgame. But the problem is that the black king is going to reach here faster. So let's say king f1. king f7, king e2, king e6, king e3, king d3, king d5, or maybe there's knight f4 here, so you can't even go king d3. Let's say g3, king d5, king d3, and black will not lose this endgame because his king is well placed. So he decided not to trade, and I think Pranav, as we know, is very ambitious. So he's kept this, and he's thinking he's not taking this pawn, which is actually a good pawn. But whenever you take such a pawn, no, in such endgames, you do feel a little tensed, especially when your king is alone. Chess for fun says, does bishop f6 work? Bishop takes, queen takes, king g8, because the queen defends the knight. I think it may not work. G3, that's a very safety first approach by Pranav, and a very responsible decision. I think somewhere he said, I don't want to go into a risky position where things may steer out of control, knight f4, queen e4, threatening a mate. So he played this very safe move g3. Now knight e5. Okay, what if I take, because you can't play queen e2. I'll give a check and then move my bishop. Because you want to pin here. So bishop e5. I think you have to take. I will take. Check. King g2 and then take this, and maybe it's equal. So what he did was he went queen a6, Pragg checked, king g2, and now queen d5. Fantastic move by Pragg, setting up some kind of a disco. Discovered, check, check, king h7, and now where? Because knight d2, knight d4, knight h4, all sorts of threats. King f1, good move, and I think Pragg might draw this, because yeah, he's ready to draw, take the draw here. What? Oh, what? Did he play h4? Seriously? Or was there a mouse slip? Was there a mouse slip? Why would he do that? One second. Why would he do that? Why would he? Is the video stuck? Pragg is totally winning now. Oh, he resigned. He resigned. He resigned. Ah, what the hell? What the hell did Pranav do there? Really? And there they are discussing the with each other. Very sad that he played h4. Maybe it was a mouse slip. I don't know what it was, because king f1, Pragg was ready with a draw, and a draw. Maybe it's day-to-day basis. Yes. Like, is it like if today if the score was 2-1, then tomorrow is a fresh day, or the scores are added up? Because then otherwise it makes sense that Pranav wanted to play for a win, because then tomorrow it's reset to 0-0. I guess tomorrow's day is fresh. Only then this move can be explained. I like how they both are discussing. No, this is not a mouse slip. Tomorrow is a fresh day, huh? Then maybe makes sense to try today, just like, because 2-1 loss or 2.5 half, how does it matter? So yeah, I don't think he mouse slipped, but it was just like this way, yeah, that Tomorrow there will be another 3 rapid games, and it starts with a fresh nil-nil score. So Pranav is like, doesn't matter if I lose today 2.5 or 2-1. Let me take my chance. Yeah. So that's why he just played on, but it was not to be. Maybe this is one thing which Prag learned the hard way in his matches. I remember when he was playing the Champions Chess Tour, the score would be often 2.5, 2-1 or something, and then the last game is equal. He's not able to make progress, and then he would lose, and the score would be 3-1. And then he said once in an interview that I should draw those last games, for the simple reason that the position is a draw, and it helps me with my psychology. It helps me with my next games, and he started doing that. So it's all an experience. It's all an experience. Okay, guys, let's end today. It was a good day. Some good chess we saw. It's the birthday of Vishy Anand, a very big day for Indian chess. He turns 53 years old, which is amazing. And he's still very active. He's still playing. And maybe I can play one game and then I can, I want to play a good game. Shall we do that? If you say yes, then I'll do that. And then I'll end the day. And I'll try. Yeah. Okay, let's go for one game. Okay, let's go. Let's go knight f3. c5, e4. Sicilian. Knight f6. I think e5 is the correct move. At least I don't know this system so well, but I think this is how they play. Takes, d4. I have no clue what to play now. He will go queen b6 and business. Let's do c3. It doesn't seem right, but takes here. Okay, let's go bishop d3. Take. Sorry, take. Okay, this looks steady. Shall I do like a little bit of risky stuff here? Like h4 business. It's possible to play that way, but doesn't seem right because he has bishop g4. Let's do bishop f4, bishop g4, h3. Okay, let's play faster a little bit. Castles. Stay alert for tactics. That is the most important thing. Knight d4 I don't like. I think this is a mistake. Let's think very carefully. Knight d4, bishop d1, bishop b5 doesn't work. Queen a4 check. He has to go back knight there. That already seems bad for him. Check. And now I can do knight d4. This looks scary for him for sure. Because I have bishop b5. Suddenly his bishop is doing nothing here. I can already snatch a pawn. But I can get even more greedy here. And play rook c1. If he goes queen d7, there's bishop f5. He'll lose exchange. Queen b6. I think this knight is safe for the time being because of this pin here. So let's go and attack this guy. Knight takes, pawn takes, rook takes, also bishop b5. Okay, let's do this. Castles is possible, but rook c7. I have e6 attacking here. I also have knight b5 trapping the rook. But what I... One second, let me just be very careful here. Knight b5 seems strong. Okay, this is good. Let's snatch another one. 3D. What? Queen e5? That is too much. At 30 seconds, I should win this. Because in 30 seconds, I should be able to convert such positions into win if I want to become a good player. It's not a tricky stuff. Take this. Attack the rook. A3. Stop him. G4 seems good. Just exchange one more bishop. Okay, rook e1. Bishop d7, maybe just. Check, trade, thoda bahut. Threatening a back rank mate. Okay, b4, kill the knight. b5, push it forward. Bishop back. Bishop c7, take this. Bring the bishop here. Check him here. Put it here. Check and mate. Not bad. Oh, my bishop, my video got stuck. Maybe my battery ran out. I think my game was pretty decent, yeah, this one. I didn't make any huge blunder. I just want to make sure my... No idea why. Okay, let's use this one for some time. Just to analyze this. Queen a... So he did this. I got a little bit tempted, to tell you the truth, to go h4 here. The reason was that I wanted to sack here and play this way. But even that is not good, because king g8, there is bishop f5 stopping. Thank God I didn't go for such. By the way, is my opening correct? Just to check. Because I know that my initial moves were right. So e4, c5, knight f3, knight f6, e5, knight d5, knight c3, e6, take, take, and d4. This is all well known. Knight c6, and now dc5 is the main move here. I went c3, which is like the second most popular move. Not bad. Also, Anish has played it. He went d6, and then I did bishop d3. Is this okay? Possible, but bishop b5 is the best move. Okay, opening was not so bad. Not so bad. By the way, guys, this is how you can also work on your openings. You know, many people say, how should I get better at openings? You can just play a game and then check it out on ChessBase how it is. How did you do? I should have improved with maybe dc5. bg4, h3, here castles, knight d4 mistake, queen a4 good move, knight c6, knight d4 good move, rook c8. Bishop f5 directly was better. I went rook c1, bishop f5, here knight b5 good move. I took queen a7 good move. All those who said queen blunder, guys, this was hanging. So queen e5, bishop e5, knight a7, rook c7, bishop g5, rook b7, knight c6, bishop d6, e3. I'm just trying to see if I could have been more concentrated somewhere and I made a mistake or something in converting this. But it seems like I played a smooth game. Yeah, very smooth. Very smooth. Yeah, this was a nice finish. Okay. One last game. I'm today a little bit tempted to play. Let me play one last game, one good game against. Okay, black 2393. Okay, fine. Let's go. E4. Let's go E5 with him. Very solid. Knight f3, knight c6. Bishop b5, a6. Bishop a4, knight f6. I could have played the Prag line, bishop c5, what we just played right now. Rook g1. Oh my god, that's a mouse slip. Why? Arey, resign क्यों कर रहा है? I could have given him a take back. Okay. Okay, let's go with him e4. E4 is working out okay for us. D4. F3. Let's do this. C4. C5. D5. You know what Vishy Anand did once, right? Against Boris Gelfand. Knight e2, knight c3. We'll do that. Okay, take in the spirit of Vishy. Knight c3. This is not a good benko for you, my friend. Take, 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 castles, d5. Okay, fine. Let's give a check. King has to move, which is not a good idea for him. I mean, king f7. Okay, fine. You are happy with it. Now what I'll do is I'll go bishop g5. Knight b4 attacks my queen. I should have included ed, I feel. But okay, let's go queen b3. Just keeping pressure here. Queen b6. Okay. Now, first questions first. You want to go c4 and win my queen, right? Okay, I won't let that happen. I'll first Play king h1. You want to go c4. Okay, okay. He's getting a lot of play there, but fine. I think I can still manage. Okay, now think about it. e5, dc, ef, cb, queen d7 is over. So I think it works for me. e5 does work. Let's go e5. Knight d7. Okay. Now f4, because the knight is hanging. Good move. Again, I mean, maybe it's a good move. I don't know. But you know, if he takes, I take this. Knight d3, fine. Knight e4, threatening a check. Queen b2. Okay. This is looking very dicey for him. Knight d2, I want to go. Let's go knight d2. And I want to play knight c4 next. Knight d6 is coming in. Looking good for me. Just be careful. Where is the queen trap? Somewhere. Rook b1, rook b7 is a plan. Yeah, rook b1, rook b7 looks very strong. c4, c3, there is knight c4, knight d6. Because, okay, he can go rook c8, but I can take. And then knight d6 check and then win this back. But I was thinking if there's anything else. Like c4, knight c4, queen d3 looks very strong. That just game over. I think he's in big trouble. What is he thinking? Queen b6, queen b7. Rook a2. Okay, that looks horrible. Okay, if I take here, he'll take this. So let's first kick him off. Huh, what? The knight is there. Forgot about the knight. Maybe rook b7. Okay, take this. Queen a4. h6. Check. Queen b7. Check here. Just one careful, if he goes check, play king g1. Don't take the knight. There's a back rank mate. Yeah, not bad. Good game. Nice. Slowly and steadily getting better, guys. Knight e2, b5 takes here. Knight e c3, e6, de, fe. Maybe e5 was a very strong move according to the engine. Bishop a6 takes castles, d5. Yeah, queen b6 was a good move by him. c4 also good. I think this was a mistake by him. Yeah, it allowed me to go e5, good move. And I found this good move f4. I like this move a lot. But yeah, he had a strong move queen c6 which defended this and stopped knight e4. हाँ एक बार we'll play make knight e4 takes 92. He took here. Yeah, I like the fact that I was safe. Yeah, exactly what he said. Someone in the chat said. chess brilliance. If I had taken this, there was mate. So I liked rook b1 that I played here. But he was already lost at this point. Okay, one with the chat before I go, yeah? Let's play with Rachit Wadhwa. 1 minute game. Rachit, ready Rachit? Let's go. 1 minute on this huge screen is a bit of a problem for me. But okay, I think I'll manage. Rachit, what are you doing? Get some space. Now this is problem for you. Queen d2. c5. Okay, now you're getting some space. Good. Take, knight takes, I'll take. Pawn takes. Knight b6. Good. e4. f5. Wow, nice. Take here. Rook takes. Knight f6. Rook takes. Bishop f3. Bishop f3. Rook c7. I'll play the other rook here. Take, take. Queen e8. Okay. I don't know what to do. h3 maybe. Queen f7, queen e3. Maybe is that a deadly pin there? I think so. Bishop c6 hitting here. Knight d5. Okay, what's this? What if I just take here? Take here. Oops, sorry. Check king here. Take this. Mate. How do you stop it? Problem. Yeah. Designs. Okay, anyone else want to play bullet? Aman Dokania. Okay, Aman. Let's go. Aman. You guys are all bullet monsters, huh? You will not let me win. But let's see how good. Knight d2. h3. Should have played a3 here, just yeah. Knight e5. Let's go. Take. Take. Okay, rook c1. Aman playing very solid, yeah. Solid chess. Aman. Come on. थोड़ा बहुत chance तो दो. Now going for some fun. Take, take. Knight d5. b5 should do. This looks strong. Your c pawn is a bit weak. I think I'll win a pawn now. Take. Take this should work. Queen b8. Queen b8 is your trick, huh? Okay, I'll take this. Let's see, where is your fork? Is there some fork that you have? I'll take this next. Take this pawn. Knight b6, queen b5. Knight d5, knight e5. 2 pawns up. Happy. I'm a happy camper. Rook is hanging. Careful. Queen trade. Good for me. Rook takes. What do we do? Push. Knight f6, f3. Strong move. Oh, rook c8. What is this? Aman. Come on, Aman. Come on. Not to play chess like this. Aman. e5. Okay. Take. Who's winning on time? Why did I do this, by the way? What? I lost on time. What? Okay. Come on. At some point, I didn't like what I did, but okay. Okay, last 1+0 with someone in the chat. Who should I go with? Chess for feel. Let's go. Chess for feel. Ready? Chess for feel. C4, D4, E3, Knight F3, Bishop E2, castles. C5, B3. Simple chess, simple chess. Simple chess. E5 I don't like. D5 pawn free. What? Oh, not a free pawn, huh? Okay, fine, not a free pawn. Got it. अरे ये click क्या हो गया? What? Sorry. हाँ. Knight C3, Bishop C3. I think I'm slightly better here. Take, take. Knight C7. Put the rook. Put the knight there. Here. What's your plan now? Knight is safe. Bishop F5. What if I go G4? Take, take. Bishop is kind of trapped. Kind of trapped. Now almost trapped. Almost. रुक D2 शायद ट्रैप हो जाएगा. ट्रैप हो जाएगा. अरे यार रुक D2 नहीं. रुक C1 पे ट्रैप था. But anyway, this is also fine. Knight D5. Knight इधर आ जाए. Knight A7. Oh, what a tricky guy, huh? Some of the other tricks. अरे Knight E7 था मेरे पास. क्या कर रहा है? Bishop C4, B5, Bishop B4, Knight E7. This time I am winning, but I have no time. No time, no time, no time. But this should be winning. Check. Bishop से मारते हैं. H5, G5 करते हैं. Let's keep the mating net. Rook here. Knight E3 मारो. इधर आओ. इधर आओ. Forced mate. अरे यार somehow knight है. भागो 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 भागो. मारो. What? I lose to. मिथुन रामलिंगम. No, no, you are not. Chess for feel too. कौन है? The main thing is I need to improve my speed somehow. Okay, guys. Signs of Sagar Shah getting old. Okay, just for this comment, I'm going to play one last 1+0 with Aniket, and then I will end it. Just for fun. Okay, it was you. This I will not lose on time. Castle करेंगे. मारो. B6. Bishop here. Ah shit, H7 मरेगा. अरे thank you. Knight G3 मारते. C5. Knight D5 looks good. Attacking here. Threatening here. C4 push. F5 push him further. If knight, कहाँ पे भी जाएगा knight? Bishop is getting trapped. Nice. Take. If you take, आई queen मर गई. Take this. Nice. Anyone wants to play 1 minute? Last, yeah. Rakshit Singh. Okay, Rakshit, let's go. I'll take Amruta's revenge. 1 second. I should switch off this camera somehow. Rakshit, some time odds for you. Okay. Bishop F5. Ah, smart. Bishop checks, check, here, check, queen a6. Look, I'm not very old. I'm younger than the young members of the chat. See, Rakshit. E5 was a fork when? Ah, E5 fork. Here, huh? But knight B5 perhaps. Now maybe yes, sure. Bullet nahi hota. Getting old. Getting old. People in the chat getting old. Okay, let's play with the strongest. Arco Dipto. Arco, let's go. Take this first. Let's play endgame with Arco Dipto. Arco Dipto, are you good at endgames? A4, fixing the weakness. What's your plan, Arco Dipto? I like your name, by the way. C3. Aha, you're weakening my pawn here. Yes, no problem. Do this. Let's come here. Bishop f6, take. F4. That bishop is very unhappy, Arco Dipto. No, it's actually very happy now. Okay. Take this pawn. Go here. All good, all good. Great position. Looking good. Oof. ठीक है ये pawn ले लो. I'll take this guy. But a pawn. Who's going to stop my a pawn? No one. ले लो. What queen? Check. अरे एक check से क्या होगा? Take. Knight e7 check. Knight go here. Attacking your bishop. Check. Isn't it mate? What a mate. Have to be careful not to blunder the rook. E6. Aha. Arco Dipto, I'm not going to let you win this. Mate. Okay, what is this? Let's play with who's 1 minute. Blank. Omkar Chakradev, one of the oldest viewers of ChessBase India. C6. Take. Omkar, let's go. h3, let's take. Omkar, endgame, come on. Let's go for endgames. No? Take. Here. Bishop e7. Castles. Very solid play by Omkar. Not giving any chances. Having the bishop pair. Making me struggle here. Trying to exchange something. Okay, take. Aha, now trying to mate me, huh? Okay, let's see if you can mate me. G6. Queen h4. How important, how dangerous is it? Oof. What about c4? C4 is very strong. No, queen c3. Now I'm fine. Now this is hanging, this is hanging. Too many things hanging. Oof, Omkar. Take rook f7. This should not work for you. Rook here, rook here. Queen check. I want to mate you somehow. Queen f6 looks good. Queen trade. Okay, take this. Put the pawn here. Put the rook here. Push the pawn. Push, push, push. Check, take. Take king f5. See. अरे भाई 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 माउस स्किल्स इंप्रूव करो. सब पॉन मारो, सब पॉन मारो. Should improve. Let's play with Pushkar. अरे I'm playing Catalan 2 Tempe down. Feeling like Magnus Carlsen. He often does such stunts. Okay, good play by my. I'm going to sacrifice a pawn. This is not a very typical sack, but okay, sometimes you see such sacrifices. Knight c5. Yeah, this seems okay to me. I get bishop pair. Queen here. Rook d8. Rook c8. Maybe some bishop b4. Bishop a6. a3 bishop a3. Queen a2, bishop c4. Bishop c5. This is clearly better for black. f2 is weak. a5. This looks terrible. d2. Rook d1. Take. Queen c3, queen g5 should work, I think. h4. Oof. Queen h6. I don't like this, but okay anyway. Queen f4. This I like. Take. This I enjoy. Love it. This is over. f2 is hanging, my friend. Just game over. Take. g6. Just back rank बचा लेंगे. फिर आएंगे. Did I lose on time? Okay, fine, guys. I agree. I'm old. I'm not good. I have to improve 1 minute chess. But thank you all for uh, channel your inner Nihal Sarin. Yes, I will. And I think best time control for me is some 3+2 or something where I can play my best chess, hopefully. But you guys, all of you, think about trying to improve your chess, not just playing bullet, because it would be nice. And I'll see you all tomorrow for Pranav versus Prag. Also, some more chess improvement streams. Take care, guys. Bye. I'll play with all of you slowly. I think this will make it regular, such streams. Bye, guys. See you.